pretty close to where it came out of the bush.
Yeah.
Now, did you actually see it on the side of the road, or did you see it coming out of the bushes?
I just saw it coming out of the bushes, just sort of bolting out of the bushes. That's sort of just what I saw. I thought it was a person when I first sort of, like just a big hairy man. That's sort of what it looked like to me.
You mentioned that it was bolting out of the bushes. Was it on the edge of your headlights or pretty much straight in your headlights when you saw it first?
It was on the edge of my headlights, so it was just past the point where, the headlights were directly on it, sort of when it came out. So I didn't get.
So it was never actually right in the middle of your headlights, or?
I didn't see it in the middle of my headlights.
Yeah, okay.
So I swerved across, came around the corner, saw it come out, swerved across to the right-hand side of the road.
And this thing was still on the edge of on your left-hand side edge.
Yeah, and I actually was looking at the wall.
Yeah, on the right here.
To sort of see how much room I had on the right-hand side. So I was sort of coming around here, saw it come out, I was looking at the wall and swerved, and then all of a sudden I hit something and get thrown down towards the wheel, and then...
Had you hit the brakes? You came around, you swerved. Do you think you put your foot on the brake at that time?
Yeah, I was actually locked up.
Oh, okay.
And I actually hit something before I hit the wall. See, I was looking at the wall, I was turned virtually right
to the
around.
right, yeah. And you basically lost sight of the thing, the creature at that time.
I got thrown down towards the wheel. That was definitely before I hit the wall, because I was sort of on the edge of the road at that time, virtually. So then I slid along, hit the wall, and then the next thing I'm turned around and in darkness.
You mentioned that you hit something. Was there a loud bang, or was there a...
Yeah.
And you felt it went airborne for a short space of time, or you just went like over a hump, or...
It just seemed like something was underneath the car.
You hit the wall and the car spun around?
Yep.
You virtually then pivoted around on the edge there?
Yep.
And you stopped. And what happened at that stage?
I actually put my window up and just reversed straight out and just took off.
Yeah, you mentioned there was a noise or something, or your window was down at the time?
Yeah, my window was down at the time, so I sort of put my window straight up. Then I reversed straight out, and when I was actually reversing out, I heard this loud bang, and it was just like somebody hitting inside the car.
Did you feel anything through the car, or you just heard the sound?
I just was too busy taking off. So
your lights are out at that stage?
My lights are out, and I'd smashed my right-hand light, and I took off down the road, and I'd found I must have, when I'd hit something, I slipped off the wheel, and I must have hit the headlight switch next to the...
Oh, okay.
So, and then I got down the road and sort of turned the switch back on, and...
We came back up. Yeah. We had the left-hand ones.
Yeah.
Now, when you collided with the wall, you think it was simply the right-hand side of the car, the front right-hand corner of the car?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, getting back to when you saw this thing coming out of the bush, you said it was running. It was were its arms sort of swinging? They were.
Yeah.
And it just looked. I mean, the impression you got was that just one of size. It was a pretty big thing.
Yeah. I reckon it would have had to have been 7 or 8 foot tall. Easy.
You got a sense that it had hair on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the hair colour? Or you didn't see dark light?
It was sort of a dark, blacky brown sort of. It sort of looked like a black, sort of like it was wet, like wet, long hair. So.
And you didn't get a good look at the face, or no? Didn't get any impression of that. But just that it was quite a sizable thing. It wasn't a thin-looking animal. It was a bulky-looking animal.
It was a very bulky-looking animal, sort of.
Yeah. It was bulky, and that was it sort of long. Did it have long legs or short legs, or you didn't see it too short, or difficult to say?
Difficult to say. it was sort of, my impression of it was a hairy man. That's sort of, the short time I saw it, that's the impression that I got that it was.
When you saw this thing, Aaron, what was your reaction basically?
It scared the shit out of me.
What was it? Just it was something you hadn't seen before, or the size, or the speed, or what? All of it.
I haven't seen anything like it.